Akala.
So I got to give a big shout out. Now, you guys, in the description, right? My Cash App is in the description. And I keep getting Cash Apps from you guys, right? You guys are like, so I want to let you guys know. When you Cash App me in the memo, put your name, put your song request, and then the link. The last Cash App I got, I think it was for $6 or something like that. And it was just the link to this video. So I'm going to react to it. But unfortunately, I can't even give a shout out to the people, to the person who Cash App me. Because I want to give y'all love for supporting the channel. Because when you super chat, when you Cash App me, any of that, it all goes to keeping the lights on so we can do this big production right here at home. So shout out to everyone who's been super chatting, showing love, subscribing, clipping stuff up, whatever you're doing to support the channel. I appreciate it. But this is for the player out there that Cash App me $6, 606 to be exact. That's kind of weird number. But you Cash App me and you sent me the link to this. You said, please react to this. So we're about to react to this, you guys. This is Akala. Akala, or I don't know if that's how you say Fire in the Booth, part 1. And I believe this cat is from the UK. So we going in tonight. Tonight, we doing it global, worldwide, baby. We're reacting international. So tonight, we just reacted to a French beatbox world champion group, right? And right now, we're taking it to the UK, to Akala, Fire in the Booth. So if you guys rocking, let's just get it cracking. Yo, y'all check your subs too. Just found out. Yeah, sometimes they unsub people. It's all good. Let's get this moving, though. We're about to react to Akala, Fire in the Booth. You ever heard of this cat?
I haven't. No, right. But I'm excited because the UK is actually doing some stuff.
All right, let's get it, man. So we're going to react to this. Akala, Fire in the Booth. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Let's go. Here we go, y'all.
I know you're going to dig this.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect.
Yo. Okay. Yo.
I like you. You're like a tiger.
Yes, I grew up on a dole in a single parent family. Been through a little bit of tragedy. Yes, I was around drugs and violence before the day that I started secondary. That's part of it, not half of it. Get the picture, the rest ain't necessary. Growing up, got a little caught up. That ain't even half of my life. Also given the knowledge of self, that is all we actually need to survive. If you saw me, age 9, reading Malcolm, just fine. Teachers still treated me stupid. Students that couldn't speak English, they put me in groups with. The irony is, some of the first man to give me schooling, you were called youngsters. How you already explained that we know what.
All right, so this dude's coming out the blocks kind of spitting. What trips me out is cats from Europe be studying American culture because he said he grew up reading Malcolm, talking about Malcolm X. So I'm like, yo, that's kind of wild. Yo, this is okay. All right, we're reacting to Akala, Fire in the Booth. Shout out to the homie who sent me a Cash App he requested me to react to this. Yo, this is tight. Let's get it, y'all. Let's keep it moving.
Truth is, they used to say don't be like me. Yeah, I got a name and dough on the street. Nighttime comes, I can't sleep. It's the part that rappers don't speak. We don't hit the road cause we're thugs. Don't come out the room, wanna sell drugs. If we got the right guidance and love, would we fight people just like us? How could I knock the hustle to get by? How do you think I ate as a child? Judge no one, done many things wrong. Just don't boast about it in songs, but listen to my older bars. I was just as confused as you probably are, but you grow when you learn. Travel and cut, one too many man, you know, get caught up. One too many man that could have been doctors, end up spending the whole life boxed up. You learn if you study, so set out just to make them money, no cover. It's all about getting poor people to fight with one another. So it's logical that us killing our brothers, dissing our mothers is right in line with the dominant philosophy of our time. But time is a cycle, not a line. Comes back around, you regain your mind. You be ready for the energy I challenge in my rhyme. Remedy the pedigree, the jeopardy of mind. When the world's this leverage is a crime. We can all fight with the brothers over crumbs. Harder to fight the one who makes guns. We can all talk shit.
Yo, he's kind of going.
Yeah, he is.
He's kind of rapping.
He ain't slowing up at all.
And the crazy thing is like
that West Coast influence on that beat. I feel like it's that.
Yeah, I don't know. What's crazy too is he's actually spitting like that real, like, because, you know, like right now we have a problem in America where rappers are getting shot and killed, arrested. You know, it's like this really bad situation. He's coming out spitting like some positive, but it sounds hard.
Yeah. I've done wrong, but I don't put it in my rhymes.
Yeah, like I'm going for this. Yo, we got to kind of enlighten. So we'll see where this goes. But yo, this is kind of crazy. He's killing it.
$2. Harder to be the one who seeks knowledge. If we
Damn, this is almost a 9-minute freestyle.
Sheesh.
It's like, yeah, I'm gonna drop 180 bars.
Yeah.
the economics with no money's nothing. Think nothing of it. Money is a means to get wealth, not the wealth itself. And don't get confused. Far from broke. All that you see me do, I own, but I won't hang what I make around my neck. I know from where that the diamonds came, but I do literally own a library that definitely costs more than your chain. And businesses and property, far from starving. I eat quite properly, and I don't care. Just said it for the kids who need to know you're not broke to listen. Don't know an asset from a liability. They never been shown or told the difference, so they don't change situation. Richest man in Britain is Asian. That's significant, not coincidence. Asian people build businesses not by flossing, going out shopping, giving up the culture for everyone's profit. Who runs Bollywood? Indian people. Who runs our ish? So we
Yo, he just snapped, bro.
At first I was just bobbing, but now I'm listening. I'm like, wait, hold on.
He was like, yo,
Bro, dropping
Asian
gems.
people, the richest man in, I think he said Britain or the UK is Asian. And he basically said Asian people start businesses. They don't go shopping. Basically, he's calling out the culture for not putting certain things first. I got to rewind that a little bit. And then he starts talking about Indian people, because there is a cultural thing where people like, you know, it's like, I get it, because I had to change my mind because I'm a Jordan cat and I have mad Jordans and stuff. And then I had to stop. I was like, yo, how am I going to have all these Jordans and polo jackets and I'm not even invested in, like, you know, the stock market, crypto, or real estate? You know what I'm saying? So I'm blessed because I built this business. It's successful, right? The studio. And then I have a concert company. Yeah, but it's still not an excuse to just go trick. Like, I feel like I got to hit the goal line before I'm like, all right, we gonna trick today. You know? And I ain't gonna lie, I'm still gonna bubble. I'm still gonna stunt a little bit. Like, that's just in our blood.
You got to.
You know
you got to.
Like, but
it's part of the culture.
Yo, he's saying some real right here. I think this is written. Someone said, is this a freestyle? It's probably a freestyle in the sense of like a verse that's not on an album, but off the top. This isn't off the top, I don't think.
The definition of freestyle has changed. I've noticed that. It's not about not being written anymore.
Yeah, exactly. All right, we're going to take it back a little. Let's listen to this. This boy going crazy.
And businesses and property, far from starving. I eat quite properly, and I don't care. Just said it for the kids who need to know you're not broke to listen. Don't know an asset from a liability. They never been shown or told the difference, so they don't change situation. Richest man in Britain is Asian. That's significant, not coincidence. Asian people build businesses not by flossing, going out shopping, giving up the culture for everyone's profit. Who runs Bollywood? Indian people. Who runs our ish? So we shake our ass and dance as if racist.
Who runs? Dude, he said, who runs Bali? Indian people. Who runs our what he's saying is Bollywood music is Indian music, and they run it. And but when it comes to hip hop, and Kanye's been saying this, he's getting flack because it's like, we don't run our own stuff, and we are that culture. You know what I'm saying?
It's ours. We built it, but we don't own it. Damn,
this dude's going crazy.
Just up to vanish, but has it? No, it's right on course. You're beaten so bad, you're trained to ignore. Let me not just make sweeping statements. Give me a second, I'll explain it. For small amounts of drug possession, there's more black people in jail in America than there is for rape and armed robbery and murder all put together. You can say they're just locking up thugs. Imagine they're in prison, every middle class kid that had ever held drugs. Oh, that's right, that'd be your kids. Bigger than that, what is going on with this? Prison in America's private business. They get paid $50K per year per inmate by the state. Just wait, also legally are allowed to use their prison inmates as slaves. Cheap slave labor, big corporations, they come out of jail when they can't get a job.
Yeah, he's going crazy. And that's real about the privatized prison system. Because, like, I have a nuanced view. Like, I'm not out here like, you know how cats are like, A-cab, all cops are bad. Like, you know,
No,
I'm not that guy, but it's like, I won't turn a blind eye either to, you know, negligence. You know what I'm saying? Certain officers not taking an accountability for having an ego trip. And then this is what's crazy. It's problematic because it is a system just like anything else. And the privatized prison system benefits off of people being in that system.
Yeah.
And they do prey on, I would say, the poor, but a lot of times, you know, there's profiling involved when you're in certain demographics. That's just what it is. There's no getting away from that. Like, I'm not trying to go like all woke, but at the same time, like, when you just look outside, you're like, yo, this is, you could tell when people are profiling. Like, that stuff does happen. It's not
I get it, bro. You know, braids, face tat, like,
Yeah.
I get the looks, you know, I get it. It's real.
So when we celebrate going to jail, we are literally celebrating enslavement. Add to that the hood that you live in, engineered social condition that breeds crime by design. Where do you think you get your? And you could say that they're just black, but I like to deal with facts. In the 1920s, you would have found in America black towns, prospering centers of economics to education to make you proud. But some people couldn't bear that the former slaves would not just slide down to the KKK and other hate groups. Burn those towns to the ground, killing hundreds if it ain't understood. You think you were always living in the hood? It's only been 60 years since the hung blacks and burned them, and that was so cool. They were your baskets, picnic baskets, even gave kids the day off school. Go see a lynching, have a picnic, it's fun to watch the little monkeys die. And people act a little dysfunctional. You wanna pretend that you don't know why. If your color means you can be killed and you're powerless to get justice about it, is it difficult to figure out how you would then end up feeling about it? And that ain't excuses, just dealing with the roots of abuses that make a reality. We're a generation of young men speak of ourselves as dirt.
Yo, I mean, he's going crazy. He's dropping gems. And what's crazy is about American history, you know, you got to take time to see the dark parts of the history to realize we're at the lighter side of it. Like, right? Like the opportunities me and you have had and all this stuff. And I'm not saying it's perfect, but that's what be tripping me out, because when you go back, there was like legit hatred, racism, blah, 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 which that's going to exist in human nature, you know?
Yeah.
And so it still exists now, but just not at those levels.
We have more opportunities than, you know, they fought for them and we have them.
Yeah.
You know, we don't take advantage as often as we should.
The other thing that I like to highlight, because I went down a dark path and there's certain things that had emotional triggers that would emotionally wreck me and make me feel very sad and upset being black. And what happened, I had to let go of certain things to grow. And, you know, sometimes I'll see certain imagery presented right now about the racist roots of America, but we forgot about all the people who stood with us and fought to get us here. Yeah. White, Latin, black. Yeah. Like, it wasn't just Malcolm X with all black people. It was Malcolm X with white people. Like, we had Asian people. Yeah. And that's supposed to be what we got to start trying to prioritize in America, where the allies and people trying to create the concept of all men are created equal. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times the imagery they'll show us is just the worst of the worst. So there's a balance that we don't always see. And it's like, dude, we fought the American Revolution. I mean, the Civil War. Like, there's so many things that went down in our country. But, I mean, it's not like he's not going crazy. Dude is...
Like you said, too, bro, he's not from here, but he knows our history. You know what I mean?
And this is what's funny, because what happens is Americans have... Like, you got to realize, America has blessed... African Americans at the point, like, we're influential voices in the whole world.
Yeah.
Like, there ain't black billionaires out there like that, but we got Jay-Z, we got Ye, we got Puffy. Yeah. You know, there's a few, you got Oprah. There are, but it's like, I don't know. You know, you have billionaire, like, Middle Eastern people and stuff, but I'm talking about, like, you know, it's so interesting just to see how all these things shape. But this dude it's wild, because American culture has influenced so many people. When he starts talking about he read Malcolm, this is why he's rapping like this, in my opinion. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Actually, that's America, this Britain. Something similar, some different. In this country, the first enslaved were the working class. What's changed? Worse jobs, worse conditions.
Britain ended slavery first. They're the first ones to end slavery, just so people know. Or hit me if I'm wrong, if I get fact checked.
Yeah, let us know.
I believe Britain was the first. They ended slavery first.
Look where you live and yet you go to the pub. Friday night you will fight with a guy, don't know what for, won't fight with a guy. Shooting a tight who send your kids to die in a war. They don't send the kids to the rich or the politicians, it's your kids, the poor British. They're the same to go and die in a foreign land for these wars that you don't understand. Yeah, they say you are British and that lovely patriotism they feed you, but in reality you have more in common with immigrants than with your leaders. I know both sides of my family, black and white, a fed ghetto mentality, reality in this system. Poor people
crazy, he's mixed like us.
Yeah.
Hey, I didn't plan it this way, you guys. It's just happening this way.
Regardless of shade, but with that said, let's not pretend that everything is the same. When our grandparents came here to Britain, if you had a criminal record, you couldn't get in. That ain't protecting from all of the stupid abuses they will be living. Kicked in the teeth, stabbed in the street, many times firebombed our houses, put feces through our letterbox, and of course the cops did so much about it. Daily, up to the 80s, people spitting in my palm because I was a baby. But of course, that has had no effect on why today we are crazy. And none of this was for any good reason. They were just dark and breathing to ease the guilt now for all of this treatment. Constant stereotypes are needed. So if I celebrate how big the bricks that are flipping, clips that are sticking, chicks that I'm hitting, I'm playing my position. But if I teach a kid to be a mathematician, messing with the schism, how they gonna fill a prison when materialism is no longer our religion? What do you think we got now in Britain? Just like America, private prison for profit. That mean when your kids go jail, people make money off it. So keep environments that breed crime, build more jails at the same time. Market badness to the kids in the rhymes. Long as rich kids ain't dying, it's fine. Get them to the point where some are so lost they actually believe if they don't celebrate killing themselves off. That it's because they're soft. Was Malcolm soft? Was Marley soft? Tell me, was Marcus Garvey soft? Well, was Muhammad Ali soft? Nah, I think not, but they want us to think that the road is cool. Being on road is all we could do. We don't control the wholesale production, so who benefits from us moving the food? Or thinking there's no way out of old life, but Malcolm X.
There's so much stuff he's saying
to unpack. It's
and
a lot,
his what's crazy is the way he flows. His patterns are different. Like they're not like normal rap patterns. Yeah. And there's a lot of information being said, but there's a lot of truth here. But to unpack all this stuff, I'm starting to dive into different things. But there's this dude named Thomas Sowell, and he was talking about where black culture, where you get kind of like in rap culture, where you get, let's say, money, bitches, like you could call it degradation in a sense. But he said he breaks it down, and this is not a racial term. It's actually called cracker culture. Like some people are like, oh, cracker's a racial slur, but it's called cracker culture, and it comes from the British Isle. So it was white folks, acting like that, and they were in the southern part of America, and black folks, I guess, I don't know if they were attracted to it, but they started acting in a similar fashion. So like you had this white person, right? A certain type of white person that looked down on the white cracker culture. Yeah. But then black folks all took on that cracker culture, and it stems from the British Isle. So I just think all this is different because I'm just starting to learn about some of that stuff that I never knew. That's new. And the other thing is there's things in our culture that we amplify in the music and in the lifestyle, stuff like that. Now, for example, I got like Asian homies, and in their household, like education is super on the forefront. You get kind of beat if you don't, and they're super on point. So there's like certain cultural things that come over. Like even my homies who are Nigerian, they're different than like my homies who are just from the hood. You know what I'm saying? These cultural things also have a play with a lot of the stuff he's saying. But like the privatized prisons and all that stuff, dude, that's real. Facts. It's real, and this is. You know why in 2020 I went so crazy? Because all these things I'm realizing are institutional, from pharma, from college to the privatized prisons. They're all a form of indoctrination and keeping consistent customers, repeat customers. The prison system needs repeat customers. Yeah. Big pharma needs repeat customers, and college needs, because like they're not teaching you how to be entrepreneurial, how to do all. They're basically teaching you to be an employee at the highest level in college, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Be
a really good employee and make good money as an employee, though.
It's crazy because everything the homie's saying here is opening up so many different conversations. He's going crazy. Yo, shout out. You did not leave your name in the memo, but whoever cash at me to react to Akala, thank you. This is fire. Let's keep this moving, and we'll get into the next reaction. Let's go.
Nah, I think not, but they want us to think that the road is cool. Being on road is all we could do. We don't control the wholesale production, so who benefits from us moving the food? Or thinking there's no way out of old life, but Malcolm X used to hustle on the roadside. And Marcus Garvey organized more than 6 million people with no Facebook or Twitter. Why is it something you can't eat? One of my own homeboys did a 10 straight in the boxing yard. Now what's he doing? Passing his doctorate. Don't tell me that it's too hard. Who trained you to believe you're inferior? Songbo Eberdo in Nigeria are the remains of an ancient moat dug 1,000 years ago. 20 meters wide, 70 down. Round the remains of an ancient town that's 400 square miles around. 400 square miles around. Please don't believe me. It was a documentary on BBC, but we ain't studying history. Too busy watching MTV, and MTV said wear platinum. Now everybody wanna go and wear platinum, and MTV said pop magnums. Now everybody wanna go and pop.
This goes to the problem that Kanye's talking about. The gatekeepers invest heavily into the music that glorifies and amplifies the nonsense. Like,
so why get it on both ends?
Like,
is what
we have one Kendrick, we have one J. Cole. If you want to consider Logic, like, where are the commercial rappers rap? Like, there's no middle ground. It's like 1,000 rappers that only rap about the streets and the trap, and there's 5 rappers that rap about consciousness.
Yeah.
And when I came up, the reason I say this is because when I came up, you had NWA, but then you had Wu-Tang, right? You had Poor Righteous Teachers, but then you had some, Ice-T. Like, you could balance out the hip-hop genres with Public Enemy, and then you got, some street stuff. But now it's not balanced. It's like it's like they're leaning into human nature where sex, drugs, and violence, those things it's like eating cake. It's like, it's easy to eat cake and cupcakes. It's hard to work out. And the gatekeepers could be like, yo, we're going to sign a certain amount of artists that are like this and market them. And because that's the thing, when I was young, conscious hip hop was popular. Wu-Tang Clan was on the radio.
Yeah.
So you can't tell me it's not possible, but it is what it is. It's very interesting.
If MTV said, drink green juice, you will start hearing that in tune soon. Hey, today I wore my Cartier. Is it now more important what I got to say? Oh, and I drive a Mercedes, by the way, so everybody listen to what I got to say. Does that make you all happy? But my head's still nappy. Think for myself, so some mad at me. But on the mic, not one batters me. All of this here's good for the rhymes. Put us in the same place at the same time, and it's clear to everybody I'm out of my mind. Some of these guys are running out of their rhymes. Clear to everybody that has got ears. I'm the guy that they just might fear, that they want to get near, but they can't have a peer all day. I'm hard liquor, you just like beer. Front on the kid for another 5 years. Come to my shows and some criteria mean that much to them. It's a movement. I don't speak for myself, but a unit. Black, white, man, woman. Anyone who respects truth, we put in. Dudes are like no dinner, we're just pudding. Yeah, you're sweet, but no substance pudding. You can never ever be with a level on. Our songs get played out there in Lebanon. We speak for the people properly, not for the old fat guys in offices and the girls love me. It ain't fair, you can't even be bothered to comb his hair. Anyway, that's enough kissing my own ass. Back to the more important task of being so shower. I got half the hood screaming, knowledge is power. And I ain't saying that'll change that, but I do know this for a fact. Right now there's a youth on your block with his hands on his face screwed up, so he don't care, don't give a that he won't let nobody call his bluff, but the words go in. Open your chakras, once that's happened there is no going backwards. You start to see what is really happening, who the enemy you should be attacking is. So read, stuck on the block, read, sitting in the box, read, don't let them say what you can achieve, because when people are enslaved, one of the first things they do is stop them reading, because it is well understood that intelligent people will take their freedom, because if we knew our power, we would understand we can't be held down. If we knew our power, we would not elevate not one of these clowns. If we knew our power, we wouldn't get arrogant when we get 2 pennies. If we knew our power, we would see what everybody sees, that we're rich already. But never mind, MCs go run for your mummy. I'm hungry, I run for my tummy. That's enough, back to worshipping money. I'm off, back to the study.
Yo, dude went crazy. Yo, you guys, sheesh, we just reacted to Akala, Fire in the Booth. Now, this was a request sent to me on Cash App. The person didn't put their name in the memo, but whoever it was, good looking out. My man went crazy. He said a line about pudding, and he says sweet but no substance, and he's like, yeah, pudding. Like, that was a hard bar, but everything else was just very direct information you could decipher through. But he was kind of tearing down the system. He was breaking down racism. He was breaking down a lot of different concepts, but at the end, he was saying how important it is to read. And I do believe it's super important to read and free your mind. The one thing he said that who is and when you figure out who is the real enemy, that's a great question. And he was insinuating that the enemy might be the things around you, the music, that's what I got from this. But one thing I would tell people before we get off this reaction is that a lot of times the enemy is yourself.
Yeah.
So we got to take some
100%.
time so I believe in extreme accountability. So taking that accountability first, eliminating yourself as the enemy, and then working on the other things around you, and building the proper environment for success. But yo, I mean, my man was dropping some gems. I hope you guys were listening to that. Yo, thank you guys for sending the requests like this. This was super hard. And yo, we just reacted to Akala, Fire in the Booth. Hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe. Let's keep things moving, man. I got my special guest in the building, Verse.
Yay!
And we're having a good time. We just played his music video, but he's a super dope artist, singer, rapper, photographer, videographer, all that stuff.
A little bit of a chef.
Oh, yeah, he is a chef. He's on his Ritz grind, y'all.
10 toes down, watch him bring it back. Walk the long mile, check the internet. Hustling and grind, yes, I'm into that.